everybody, Molly, Purple Door Psychic here, coming at you with our next card in our Tarot Tuesday series, the Devil. So, yeah, I know he looks very mean, very, very scary, and that's a given considering it's the devil. That's what he's supposed to look like. And when he is in this position, he represents things such as addiction, obsession, oppression, dependency on things, just things that you would kind of like associate the devil with. A lot of excess, uh, some limitations and everything, some powerlessness, but just, just those things that just kind of like, like materialism, a lot of materialism, a lot of materialistic gain, a lot of kind of like, think of him as, well, I mean, many of you have probably seen Lucifer on Netflix. Kind of like that, how we're supposed to think of like the devil, who the modern take of the devil nowadays, where, very, very suave, very, very materialistic, very, very all about the goods, all about the Benjamins, all about those kinds of things, but also about oppression and addiction and not necessarily being in control of what's going on in your life. Now, when he's this way, however, as we've learned in the reverse, he represents independence and freedom, release, also a reclaiming of your power and your control in your life and reclaiming yourself. Because when he's this way, you kind of pretty much have no control. And when I've seen this in a 3 card spread in the past or in the present, it's usually because the person is kind of gone on a bit of a recklessness, kind of spending spree, kind of just all about me, 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 and all about just excess, all about abundance, all about, just gluttony. So think of like the 7 deadly sins when you think about him in this position. But then when I usually see him in this, it's usually in the past, it's usually in the present or in the future that I see this, which shows me that the person has learned from their mistakes and they've learned from their gluttony and they've learned from, just all that excess. And I actually find it kind of ironic that here we are doing Tarot Tuesday with the devil when Christmas is right around the corner, considering this is also known as a time of excess with all of our presents and all the spending and all the eating and everything that we do. Not to say that Christmas is all about gluttony, and it definitely is not meant to be about gluttony. It's meant to be about giving and caring and thing. But just the holiday season alone, I mean, ad after ad after ad when it comes to spend this, spend this, spend this, and just how we're inundated with it. So that's why I'm kind of chuckling, because it's very coincidental that here we are doing the devil today. And, Yule is in 2 days and Christmas is right around the corner. Hanukkah is happening and we see excess and gluttony and materialism. So keep that in mind when you're doing the readings. And also keep in mind that, like I keep on saying, this is primarily for fun. This is not necessarily anything that you have to be too serious about unless it comes to the need of being really, really serious about, such as seeing the same cards repeat in the same pattern throughout multiple readings with everybody. I'm just putting my cards away like I do after every single reading. And also, this is sorry, they're fighting me here, probably because they're mad that I'm just calling the devil the 7 deadly sins. You will learn that tarot cards do have a mind of their own, just so you know. Not saying that they're living or sentient pretty much, but they do have a mind of their own when it comes to certain things. So be prepared for that. That's why I always wrap them up afterwards and keep them in their pouch. Now, and I've mentioned before, these cards are absolutely fantastic for beginners because they have the reverse and the upright meaning on them, as well as planetary alignments, what zodiac sign, just the number and everything else. You don't necessarily need to delve too deep into that unless you want to get further into those kinds of things. But for right now, just something that has the picture plus the upright keywords and the reverse keywords. That way it helps you remember things. But always remember that, especially with symbolic cards such as the devil with the major arcana, that when what you see is pretty much what you get. I mean, the hanged man is a little ambiguous sometimes. The lovers are one of those ones, what you see is what you get, but the devil is definitely what you see is what you get. So when you see him in a reading, don't be afraid to see him. He is, like I said, he just is talking about major excess in your life and how you pretty much, sorry, it's getting to be noon o'clock, and about how you need to kind of scale back that excess and kind of take a good hard look at what you are doing in your life to make it so that card is popping up. So that's all for now. Thank you very much. Have a very, very blessed day. And because we are in the time of Yule coming up in 2 more days, have a very, very wonderful Yule. And if you need anything at any time, feel free to reach out to me, purpledoorpsychic@gmail.com. And you can always message me on any of my social platforms in case you want a free reading or need some help one-on-one. Right, thank you and bye.